I just want to make this video so I can share my Monsta X concert experience because it was the best concert I have ever been to. And I've been to a lot of concerts, but that one was nice. And just to let y'all know, yo, turn your volume down. Some of these clips in this vid, it's gonna bust your speakers or your headphones. So warning, So let's see, where should we start? Okay, so me and my friend are at the airport because we want to see them, of course, welcome them to New York City. And we're just waiting, nothing. They get delayed, and we're like kind of upset because this was gonna be my first time greeting K-pop idols at an airport. So I didn't want Monsta X to be my first, but too bad, because we had to dip because I had to check into my Airbnb in the city. So yeah, but I'm thinking like, oh, that's no problem, because when they come to New York, they're gonna be in Times Square. I'm gonna be in Times Square. So you never know, we might bump into each other. So I walked her back to the Airbnb, and this was like 3 a.m. Yeah, like 3 a.m. And Monsta X landed 1 a.m. Poor guys, I feel bad for them. So as I'm walking back to the camp out from the Airbnb, I feel something in the area, like it was like a disturbance in the force. And I look around, like I keep my eyes peeled, like they might be walking around. And I look across the street, and I see this guy, black pants, white shirt, big head, black hair, glasses. And we all know, that V Live with Kihyun, he was talking about those glasses he liked. Yeah, I lost my shit. Because I was like, oh my god, I think that's Kihyun. And he's like ordering a shish kebab or a hot dog at like those cars on the corner. I'm like, oh my god, do what they do. So I panicked. I'm like, just go, just go, do it. Let's get a close-up look, right? So I'm still like, it didn't set in that it was him. So as I'm crossing the street, and the smoke from the cart clears from like all the food that's cooking, like I see his face, I was like, oh my god. And I looked at him and I kept walking, and I like walked like a few feet behind him, like a good distance, like, and I was like, oh my god, that's him. Oh my god. And like he's eating or something. I'm like, you know what, I'm a little hungry, let me order a hot dog. So I walked to the cart, and I probably already look mad sus, because like I walked past him, then I came back, and like the people around him, like I'm pretty sure it was one of the Cordinunas and like 2 of his managers were there, and they probably looking at me like, who's this girl? It's 3 a.m. mad sus. I mean, they probably knew, because think about it, 3 a.m. Times Square. It's dead. There's only like 3 types of people out at that time. Crazy people, Mon babies, and Monsta X roaming around. So they probably knew, I don't know. So I go up to the cart and I ask the guy like, oh, how much is a hot dog? Can I get a hot dog? And as I'm saying that, Kihyun is next to me, and he's just looking me up and down like, I can see it from like my side view, right? Like my peripheral vision. He's looking at me. Oh my god. Oh my god. And he was just focusing me. I think because he's like, oh, this is a New Yorker in her natural habitat ordering a hot dog. Let me observe, right? So I'm ordering a hot dog, and he's like just scanning me up and down, check me out. And so as I'm giving the money to the guy, shit, my legs started buckling. I started getting tremors in my hands. I was like, He was like $5. I was like, here you go. And I probably looked mad sus. I'm like shaking. I couldn't feel my legs. My hands were like just, oh my god. So I get the hot dog. I even ordered a drink. Like I wasn't even hungry. Like I just wanted something to order so I could be next to him, you know? And you know how like the cars have like that little metal table? So like, let me chill out here. Yeah, that's normal. That's what New Yorkers do. We eat on this little metal table, right? So I'm just like, oh my god. He's just like, this is right? It's crazy. And so I decided, you know, take my phone out. And I'm like, oh, let me just look in the mirror, right? Let me just recording him. Let me just look in the mirror. Zoom. But I'm like, it's like mad shaky, like, cause I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm trying to zoom too. Like I'm on Snap trying to get this, you know, get this beautiful god, like just in front of me, like just trying to capture this on tape, this rare footage. Cause this is my first idol spotting, like, so I'm like losing my mind. But I'm trying to stay calm. I didn't want to scare them away, you know? So I'm like, oh, my face okay. I'm like zooming in on him and stuff like that. Oh my god, it's crazy. And then I'm like kind of like eating my hot dog or wherever, but I'm just like looking at him, just admiring him. And then him and his little posse start to walk. And the thing is, the direction they were walking was going back to where I was walking, like back to the venue, like towards the line. And I didn't want to seem like I was following them because I want to respect his space, you know. I didn't want to scare them again, you know. I didn't want to come off as a stalker. So I waited and let them walk ahead. And then I walked. But I could still see him because of the white shirt and his big head. You know, he got a big head, okay? It's not cute though. And so I'm just walking. I see him walking, turn the corner, and I see him turn and go back into his hotel and whatever. So I'm like, wow, it's over. I'm like, wow, my first idol spotting. Like, that felt good. So I keep walking back towards PlayStation Theater, and I hear this deep voice, like next to me, like on my right side. I hear it, and I'm just like, that voice sounds familiar. Yeah, computer logged. I went to sleep. Okay, so I hear this deep voice like on my right side, and it sounds familiar, and I'm just like, oh. So I look. I see this guy with like a cap on, and I'm like, I look like closer. Oh, that's I am. I was like, oh shit. And then like 2 seconds later, like I see another guy in a cap with blonde hair peeking through. I'm like, that's Jooheon. I was like, oh my. And like I was kind of like, I want to go speak to them, but then I didn't want to like intrude. Yo, sorry for all the cuts in this vid. Like, yo, it's like my first time making a video, so I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, it's a hot mess right now, but sorry about that. Please go easy on me. So back to the story. So yeah, I wanted to talk to them, but I was like, no, let me just. I didn't want to just bother them, whatever. And he was already talking to somebody. He was talking to some guy. I'm like, okay, you know, I don't want to disturb them. It's whatever. But I'm like, let me just scream out something, you know, so they know I'm here. So I scream out, Monsta X fighting, you know. And then Jooheon looked back. He's like, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Woo. I didn't even have time to record that because it went all too fast. And so when I get back to the camp out, apparently they Jooheon and I they walked right past the camp out like it was nothing. And I really liked how how Mon Baby responded. Like, they didn't get crowded at all, like not mobbed. Like, everybody was very respectful. I think that's really nice. You know, they just enjoying their time out. Like, nobody really followed them, like, you know, invaded their privacy. You know, it was really nice. And when I checked the V Live, I noticed that Jooheon was vlogging. I'm like, oh shit, wow. And when I watched it, it turns out like he was having a rap battle with the guy IM was talking with. I'm like, oh, that makes sense now. So I want to share my little video I have of when I spotted Kihyun. And at first I was kind of hesitant in sharing this video online because I didn't want to come off as invasive or rude or as you know, disrespecting his privacy. But there's a lot of idol spotting videos online, so I'm like, I just fell. And it's not like I did a whole documentary on him. It's only like 2 seconds long. And it's not like I went to the bathroom and anything and like took a video. Like, this is in a public area, so I think I should be fine. Like, okay, so it's just a few seconds long. So hope you enjoy. Yeah, that's about it. See, I told you it's not that much, okay? And like, it's not even focused that well because I was shaking so damn much. I couldn't even focus my freaking camera. But whatever. So moving on to the concerts. I was pretty close to the front. Like, I was basically second row from the barricade, and like the girl in front of me, she was kind of short. I felt kind of taller than her, so I felt like I was on the barricade, to be honest. So I was pretty, right there. Like, I could sneeze and accidentally touch them. Like, they were so close. So I decided to explain my concert experience, divided up by each member, and like my fan interaction with them. So let's start with Minhyuk. So before the concert even began, he's on the side. I saw him, and the people around me saw him too, and he waved at us. I'm like, wow, like, he's not even out yet, he's still waving, so nice. And he's just, oh my god, he's so sweet. So sweet. Minhyuk and Wonho, in my opinion, gave the best fan service. Like, they're always waving to somebody, they're always looking at somebody. They're so nice. Wow, they really care about Mon Baby, you know? And so I have some clips. Enjoy some clips of Minhyuk.
Was it good? Yeah! Me too.
There was actually, he kind of started staring at me at one point. I got that on video. And I'm pretty sure I know why. I mean, because I'm very loud, like I said before. And also, okay, look. I'm in the front and I'm wearing this. You can't miss this. Like, legit shine forever. Like, imagine like all the stage lights hitting this shit. Like, I probably blinded them by accident. So he was looking at me at one point, and I noticed, and I said hi. But then like throughout my hi, I kind of like got shy. So I'm like, and my voice squeaked, but he waved back. I was like, yes.
게 생각이 나요. And because of all you New York fans, I think we really did a good job.
Okay, now, so when they was like throwing chocolate, you know, pelting us with like Snickers and Reese's, it was so cute. I was looking at Minhyuk. I have a video of him. He's like kissing the chocolate and then throwing it. I'm like, oh, so sweet. Alright, so let's talk about Jooheon for a second.
Yes! Jooheon, I love you! Jooheon! Yeah, boy!
Now, I made a poster for Jooheon, and it says Jooheon Huku Gaga, you know, his little Ayo stuff. Oh my gosh, because I was like, I am not leaving this concert without him doing that. Like, we need to see that live. Okay, we need some form of it, some way, like we have to see it. So he read it. So then, when they came out on stage and they were showing us their like little individual talents or whatever, and when Jooheon was about to sing, I don't know, for y'all who went to beautiful New York City, you might have heard a very loud noise, very loud yell. Yes, Jooheon!
Yes, Jooheon! Hold back! Yes, Jooheon!
Okay, let's move on. We gotta talk about Wonho. I mean, like, bro, don't play, like, throw the basket. Like, I would've caught that shit. Like, but come on, you touched it. I want it. That's how it is.
And for us, it was a song that we really wanted to do when we came here, so we really feel satisfied.
That was just plain messed up, yo. Like, come on, you know we like catching towels. If I caught that, I could have started making my shrine for you. But you gotta play games. But wait, there's more. most of the time. Problematic, extra, rude. He did nothing but play games with us. But wait, it gets worse. Like, I wasn't ready, you know, like, we wasn't ready for that. Like, come on, like, you have to warn us before you do something like that, Wonho. Like, don't do that. Just don't. He just casually lift off his shirt and just exposed himself, like, this wasn't in the set list. What the fuck? Wasn't ready. But by this point, I was like, no, I'm done being a victim. It's time to fight back.
What we got is best! Jooheon, you win.
So yeah, I got my little Wonho interaction, fan interaction. Now let's go back to Kihyun, my guy. Back to when they were throwing the chocolates. Yo, me and my friend, she actually went to the concert in Dallas. And she was saying how Wonho, like what he got them arms for, he can't even throw, right? Yeah, he was kind of throwing like mad weak. I'm like, come on, bro, you work out. Let's see some action with them arms, bro. But nah, Kihyun, he was just he got an arm, like he was throwing them like you know, showing some love to the people in the back. Yeah, and when he was doing his stage with Jooheon, yo, that was passionate. Like, he went in, right? Like, he was just with his body, and he was just, let's talk about Shownu. Now, I didn't really have fan interaction with Shownu during the concert. The only time I got his attention was like at the very end when they was bowing at my side. I was toward facing the stage. I was toward the left side, like mid left, and I screamed his name, and he looked at me, did like a cute face. I was like, oh, thank you. That's about it. And the sad thing is, I didn't even get that on video because by the end of the concert, my phone wasn't recording anymore. She's like, I had enough. Your storage is full. I'm like, God. It's because I forgot to clear out my videos from my Dean concert. Great. So I couldn't get that. And I also missed when at the end, I got Jooheon's attention and he waved at me. Great, I missed that too. But anyway, I have some clips of Shownu, you know, being Shownu. Just the cute, gentle giant he is.
Oh my God, Shownu!
Are you guys all ready?
And now I am like, nah, that was straight up dry. I didn't get nothing out of I am. Nada. So let's talk about high touch and the group photo, guys. Ooh. So after the concert ends, they take the VIP, and we had to sit down first, like in our designated area, and then get online for a high touch. So when we were sitting down, I was like, oh my god, let me fix my. Listen, after a concert, you a mess. You look like ugh. I mean, shit. Now I still look like ugh. Now after that, like, I'm like, yo, let me fix myself up so I can like look somewhat decent, like somewhat resembling a human being, so I don't scare them. So I was trying to fix myself up, you know. So we get online. I'm panicking, like, yo, what the fuck? What do I do? Oh my god. And this girl I met at the airport, she gave me a great idea for high touch. Like, you take a Sharpie marker and you write, like, on your hand, on your wrist, like a message you want to say to them, because you know when you see them, you be like your brain ain't working because you like just stunned by their beauty. And so actually you're not allowed to take Sharpie markers in. There was some guy, one of the guys from the PlayStation Theater, mad rude, yo. I could go on a rant video for that shit. But oh my god, like, he's like, no stickers, no markers. I'm like, bro, chill. Oh my god. But that's besides the point. Like, I got my marker in, whatever. And I was so I'm left-handed, and so I was writing on this hand. I miss you, like, I miss you already, right? But high touch was on this hand, left hand. Like, oh well, whatever. And this was actually a really good high touch. I didn't expect it to be so good. Like, my first high touch was for BAP when they came to New York a few months ago. April? That was my first high touch. Girl. I cried. It was like, and it went so fast, and the staff was so mean. Like touch, go, just a high five. You can't say anything. Like, go, faster. I'm like, bro, I pay all this money for like a nice little high five, but I can't even, like, you know, enjoy it. Like, oh my god, it was like done. I just started crying, like, it was too quick. But for this one, like, it was nice. Like, there was a rhythm. Like you get a moment, you know. It was nice. I really appreciated this. And honestly, I feel like I was so nervous of being yelled at by staff that I kind of sped myself up. So I could actually spend like 0.2 seconds with them more if I didn't speed myself up. But it's okay. I enjoyed it. The hands were nice. It was soft. The only one that was kind of rough was Wonho. You know, because he be getting them calluses when he works out. So after high touch, we went back into the venue, like the seated area, then got back online for the group photo. Now, for the group photo, it's 20 people per photo, I believe. And yeah, it's not that intimate, but you know, it is what it is. And I was just hoping, like, oh man, I hope that I get to be close to at least one of them, like do something with one of them, because I don't usually get like group photo. This is my first group photo, and though I was so lucky. Lord, I answered my prayers, yo. The way they divided the line, I was the first one of the group of 20. I'm like, yay. So I asked one of the staff members, like, oh, since I'm first, can I stand next to him in the front with the blonde hair, Jooheon? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I walk. As I'm walking to the line, they're again, they're still on that this little stage, little black stage. And so I step up next to Jooheon. I'm like, yo, I'm next to Jooheon. I'm ready to go. Let's take this picture. But they're like, no, you gotta keep walking down. I'm like, aww. And I was like almost at the verge of tears. Like, I was so upset because I was so looking forward to taking the picture next to Jooheon. But I was surprised. Like as I was walking to the end, like passing all the members, they wanted to talk to me. I was like, they start patting my back, like, oh, it's okay, like, it's fine. And then you hear like, no touching, but they're touching me. I'm like, like, oh, it's okay. Like, thank you. And like Minhyuk was like, thank you for coming. And I remember from Chicago, his favorite word was gorgeous. So I'm like, gorgeous. And he's like, gorgeous. They like, since I'm like, they're like on that little stage, and I'm like pretty kind of short to begin with. They were like this, like, oh hi, like they're coming to my eye level. Oh, it's so nice. I'm like, oh yay, it's nice to see you. Being pat on the back. I'm like, oh, like I wasn't expecting this. I'm like, I thought like they were like we was just gonna be like in a line, take a photo and leave. But like they were like low key talking to me and stuff like that. Like they wanted to have a conversation with us. Like, yo, Monsta X, they love their fans. They really do. Like they really want to talk to us and like interact with us more. And so as I'm walking down, I'm like, oh, you know, it's still lucky for me to be first because at least there's somebody at the end and it was Kihyun. So I'm like, oh, okay. I got back on the stage, stand next to Kihyun, but the lady's like, no, you have to step down. Sorry. I'm just like, oh god. Really great. So the people are lining up, blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna let this happen. So I look behind me. I'm like, I said, Kihyun, can we please make a heart? And he was like, yeah, of course, yeah. I was like, oh my god. Next thing I know, he yanks me back on that little stage, and the lady's like, and like. Can't do nothing now. I mean, cause he's the one who he has his arm around me and everything, and like that's like my protection. Like you can't take me off this stage anymore, girl. My man's here. And so he put his arm around me, we make a heart. I was like, oh, this is nice. I had a moment, and I'm kind of worried because the group photo hasn't come out yet, and the girl in front of me, Kihyun, was kind of tall. So I'm thinking like our heart was blocked.
Wait till you see the. No. Look at the top of his head.
So again, like, unfortunately, I was rushing myself again. So after they took the last photo, like, oh, thank you, bye. The staff was saying that, oh yeah, bye, let's go. I was ready just to dip, you know. I was like, oh, okay, let me just go. I don't want them to like get mad at me or anything. But as like I was about to dip, I got yanked back, and Kihyun, he was holding my hand. I couldn't leave. He was holding my hand, like he was holding my hand. He's like, and he looked me in my eyes. He's like, oh, thank you for coming. I love you. I'm like, I love you. I love you. I was like, oh shit, he's holding on to my hand. The soft, tiny little hands. I'm like, wow, you even take the time like to hold on to me and say thank you. I'm like, wow, that means so much, you know? I was like, we don't see these people every day. And I think he low-key remembered me from when he was eating that hot dog. He's like, oh yeah, you the girl, watching me and stuff. So yeah, he held on to my hand, and I was like, wow, that really made it the best concert ever. Like the whole thing, like, oh my god. Yo, Monsta X and Mom Baby, we like this. They love us.
Kaka.
커피와 끄끄까까 커피와 뿌이 해서 다 같이 끄끄까까